This video is to show you how to use the GPX tools on the maps, and this will show you how to display a GPX file and convert it to a route. All of the features that I'm going to show you in this video are for map enthusiast or above, so you have to have a map enthusiast or expedition leader or outfitter membership to use these tools. We're going to start out on the home page as we usually do. Click on build a route to get to one of the maps. For this one I am going to use the Boundary Waters map because that's what I have files for. So we go here, it's in route mode. It doesn't really matter which mode we're going to be in. I am going to put this in full screen so that we can see the advanced tools down here, and so that we can see more of the map. The menu that I'm going to be concerned about in this tutorial is this GPX/KML menu. So if I click on that, it's going to open up a bunch of options. We can see there's load local file, show hide layers, clear layers, convert to route, and download route to GPX. More or less these things are done in order. So first of all, let's go ahead and load a local file. Now where can I find GPX and KML files to load onto the map? First of all, I can load up one of my previous GPX files from one of my trips. So I turn on my GPS and it just tracks my route. And let's do my Frost River trip from this year. And you can see that it loads as a light pink line. So this was my route. I started out on Round Lake and I did the Frost River route, and it winds through here down to the Frost River, and then I went up to Little Saganaga and worked my way back to Round Lake. So that shows that. Where else can I get GPX files to display on the map? One place that we could, this is the Friends of the Boundary Waters website. They have a bunch of GPX files and route descriptions here, and one that we can pick on is possibly, let's just do this Northern Loop from Snowbank. So it opens up this, and each of these routes has a download GPX route, so let's do that. So now that's downloaded. I can load that as well. I can load multiple GPX files onto the map, so let's go ahead and do that. And that will be in my downloads folder. And so that loads that file. What it does with waypoints, you can see that there's a little pink circle here. Those are the waypoints that are in the file, and the track is the pink line. I can show and hide these. So I just clicked on show and hide here, and that will hide it and then show it again. Then I can also clear it. So clearing means taking it completely off the map. I can no longer show and hide, it's just gone. So I'll just do that right now, clear it. Now even if I show and hide, it's not there anymore. So show and hide, it's gone. So clear layers, that means I have to load them all over again. And I'm going to do that. Okay, I am going to load my Frost River route. So that loads it over here. And now the thing about these GPX files that you get from your GPS or these other websites is that they don't tell you how long it's going to take you. They don't show you all the portaging time, the paddling time. They don't give you a list of campsites. All of the good things that you're used to Paddle Planner giving you, you can't get out of just a GPX file. What you can do with Paddle Planner now is, once you load that file, whichever file you loaded last, you can convert that to a Paddle Planner route. I'm just going to press this button on the menu to convert it to a route. And it will put in the route points. What it does is it simplifies the route a little bit. Notice that it doesn't take each and every single point along the route, but Paddle Planner will simplify the route, and eventually it will calculate the entire route for you, a little bit simplified. You can see that it cut out some of the portions of my route, but that's okay. We're just trying to get a general idea of what this route's going to take us. And you can see I have it set to double portaging down here. If I click on that, I can change this to single portaging. How would that change? And so all of the features that I'm used to with a Paddle Planner route are now in here. So everything works there. I can take out this GPX pink layer route now if I want to, and it will leave the Paddle Planner route in there. Again, show and hide, I can do that. Alright, so those are the features to work with GPX files. The last thing on this menu is downloading the route to GPX. This really doesn't have anything to do with loading a local GPX file or converting that to a route, but it does fit in into this menu in that we are converting a Paddle Planner route into a GPX file. So we're going the opposite way. Up till now we've been converting GPX files into Paddle Planner routes. Now we're going to convert the Paddle Planner route to a GPX file. You don't have to do all of this up here to be able to do the download route to GPX. I'm just going to create a much simpler route to show you how this works. So let's just start here, and let's say we go to Long Island, and I'm just going to start with that. Download route to GPX. There are two options here with including the surrounding campsites. By default, that is off. And I can turn that on, and in the GPX file, it will include some of the campsites along the route. So within a certain distance that you'll see along the route, they will be included in the GPX file. However, it is by default off because there are certain problems using Garmin that it has 500 waypoint limit, and if you're running into that, it's probably because you're including the surrounding campsites in the GPX file. So you can just leave that off and download route to GPX. And when it is done converting, this file menu will pop up, and you just press download GPX file, and it downloads it to your computer. You can use that in whatever program you need. For example, I use Basecamp for my Garmin. You can also use Gaia or whatever program that you need to use these GPX files for. Pretty much any GPS will accept a GPX file. Alright, so I clicked that, downloaded it, and now I can do whatever I want with that GPX file. Now you might be wondering, what if I want to get the campsites? What do you recommend to upload those campsites? And even though I have left this option in here for including surrounding campsites in this route to GPX file, I actually recommend going somewhere else to get the GPX files, and that's this other download. So if you click on the other button over here, that will take us to other downloads, which you have options for GPX files and KML files, all of these things. So for example, if I wanted the Boundary Waters campsites, I have a file for that. There is a new customized GPX file for Expedition Leader and Outfitter members. I will cover that in a different video. But all of these files here are free for anybody. You don't have to be a member to use these files, and this is actually what I recommend to get the campsites.